Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Crazy Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de PGA Tour de K25 sur PS5. Je continue le jeu, c'est parti.
$2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The first round of the Norwood Invitational is about to start. I'm Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. We've got an exciting day on tap and can't wait to bring you all the drama from the tour this week. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Nothing like getting punched right in the jaw early in your round. Big bunker fronting this green. You got a little pot bunker there on the right-hand side. The green sits up above the tee just a little bit. Lots of elevation, lots of fall-offs. And whatever you do, please don't be long. Don't go swimming.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Ah, this one is looking good. A tap-in par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. That's a good one to build momentum on. 6 feet remain. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
Oh, sit. Hang in there.
This is a 7-iron on the way. This putt from a good distance away. This is looking good early. And just to finish off the par. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage.
The fifth is a par 3, but there's again more challenges up there near that surface.
Once again, this green is raised up, so anything missing out to the left-hand side will find a low area. Also, a pretty significant spine running diagonally through this green. Trying to get it on the right section of the screen is pretty challenging.
Time to take a look at the standings now, and our featured player is currently in first, with Korea's Tom Kim in second. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Well, when he exploded onto the PGA Tour, Tom Kim was everyone's second favourite player, wasn't he? He's got that bright, effervescent vibe about him, and he just seems to play the game with a kind of enthusiasm of youth.
I kind of like how you said Tom Kim is the second favorite player on tour. And listen, I get it. You know, there's always going to be one great big popular guy, but you know, Tom is that breath of fresh air, isn't it? He's a young kid. He comes out here, he's smiling, he plays with exuberance. He's in love with the game, and he shows it when he's out there, doesn't he? I think that's why it makes him a fan favorite, because he looks like he's having fun doing what he loves to do.
Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for round 2 of the Norwood Invitational. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. As we begin the day here on 2K Sports, our featured player is currently 10 under par. Let's get down to the first hole. That's a tough one to swallow. Henny, do you have a better look at the
He
lie?
should.
He's really going to have to hack away at this. It's nasty.
He's got this left for birdie. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Here we go on a good line. So close to a birdie. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place.
These little members bounce to the right.
All right, this is tough, but makeable. Oh, 11 feet to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
He gets that one to drop. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. That will definitely work. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Henny is right there.
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front.
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Difficult tee shot right here. You've got water way left, but you got a bunker that runs all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. Small little bunker there in the middle of the fairway, but not really reachable. From the second shot, it's a pretty flat, generous, open area that you can run your golf ball up and onto, but anything out to the right-hand side will run off into a low area.
And still no putter in the hand.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
A par putt coming up.
Looks good.
That one drops in for par. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. The second round is in the books, and when you see the leaderboard, they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The third round of the Norwood Invitational is coming your way next. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Very comfortable lead now through 36 holes. And I tell you what, that's exactly what you want against this high-powered field.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
A par putt on the table. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. After that, now 17 under for the tournament. To me, the short par 4 is the most underrated hole in all of golf. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. That's very impressive.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Difficult tee shot right here. You've got water way left, but you got a bunker that runs all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. Small little bunker there in the middle of the fairway, but not really reachable. From the second shot, it's a pretty flat, generous, open area that you can run your golf ball up and onto, but anything out to the right-hand side will run off into a low area.
He really got behind that one. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
5 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. 5 feet remain.
A great birdie chance here.
Oh, almost. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
That was really well played. Time now for the third. 11 feet remain. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Well, this one starts out pretty straight and takes a little turn to the right as it nears the hole.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Only 18 holes remain, and our featured player is in first place.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The grand finale of the Norwood Invitational starts right now. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. Rich, the final round is underway, and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Way too much on that one. Oh, that looked good. A bogey on the scorecard, and the rest of the field likes to see that.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill. Starts off looking good.
And a tap in left for par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
Oh, I love this hole. Drivable par 4 if you need to, or if you want to. If not, just bail out to the right-hand side with just some sort of long iron. Next shot, just with a short wedge, but watch out for long and left as that water comes into play in a hurry.
Yeah, not much to sweat there.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Okay, that'll play. This is about a 230-yard shot.
Okay, aggressive play, going for it.
And now a putt to win it. Let's check in with Henny.
38 feet to go with this putt.
Come on. No more messing around. It's time to go out there and get it. There's your champion. Our featured player wins the Norwood Invitational.
Enjoy the victory and all the spoils that come with it.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalon. We'll see you soon.
Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's such a fun championship, this one. Love being here for it, and I'm glad you could join us as well. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guarantee of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
And he's now the solo leader in this event. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. Oh, that's a wild one. This one's heading over the stakes. This now, his third shot. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Choosing the 9-iron here. Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? Just a couple back from our leader. Let's return to live play now. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. Rich, the fifth is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 2 of this tournament is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. As always, it's delightful to have you join us. Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead. They're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some big names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
Awesome stuff.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not as similar results as yesterday.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. This hole is a par 3.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke. That one's right out of the top drawer.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And this putt coming up for her par. Okay, let's get back to the action. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Well, that's some pretty tiny work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for our 3rd round coverage of this event. Luke will be alongside Rich Beam as always, and delightful to have you with us. Rich, this player's been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. This one should find the rough. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
Currently 15 under par for the event. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Fantastic approach, right at it. Rose Zhang is having a word with her caddy after that shot. Not sure if it's related or not, but the rivalry seems to be heating up here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. His second shot here. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
John, give us a small update.
Hello, Luke. I am down here with Rose Zhang as she gets set for her next shot here on the 13th.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Just a short putt remaining here. And currently sitting at an impressive 16 under for the tournament. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Well, Rich, we're into the final round here, and someone's going to walk away with a trophy. What do you think the chances are of this player?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they're playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. And we've arrived at a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And that's 8 birdies today. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Here we are on the last, and it's a par 5. Well, this should find the short grass. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
And now this, to win the Zurich Classic. Rich, it's time you and I went down to Bourbon Street because we've just crowned our Zurich Classic in New Orleans champion.
This player taking a big bite out of the Big Easy with this win at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the opening round of the Falcon Open. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. We're excited to begin this week's coverage on 2K Sports and also what's in store for us this week. And now standing on the second, it's a par 3.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates, that's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Quality shot, that one.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Setting up miles from the hole. That's very well judged, inside the range. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Ah, absolutely flushed. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is a 225-yard shot.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. I don't mind the look of this. And that should secure the par on this one. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire... .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the Falcon Open is set to begin. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's terrific to have your company on 2K Sports. Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Yeah, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Let's head out to the 7th hole. This is the major champion, Matt Fitzpatrick now. Let's take a look at the current standings. And now he'll move to 6 under for the tournament. The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Going with the 6-iron here. That is a golf shot, dialed in right to the number. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 8 under. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
This is his 2nd shot. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. Oh, what a performance, Rich. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's moving day at the Falcon Open, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
Wow, that was just striped.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Time for a little bit of focus here. This is a lengthy putt. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Currently 14 under for the event. And now onto the par 3 4th hole. opting for the 6 iron. That's just inside the range. A 7-footer right here. That's signalling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, he'll be delighted with that. That's very tidy out of the bunker. Currently 15 under par for the event. The 6th is a par 3. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ooh. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. So as that round comes to a close, it's a lovely position this player holds in top spot, Rich.
It is a satisfying position to be on top of the leaderboard through 3 rounds.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas, reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.